The holiday season is upon us. What better way to bring in holiday crochet than with this pocket reindeer? Hi guys, it's Katie from Yarn Society, and if you're new around here, I have been crocheting amigurumi patterns for the last 10 years, and I love sharing them with you guys. So we are going to chat about pocket reindeer and then get started. Our new friend here is a no-sew pattern. She or he is worked up in this super bulky Chanel yarn. I used the Parfait Chunky, and this one clocks in at about 3.5 inches tall, including the top of the antlers. So we're just gonna talk over yarn really quick, supplies, and then we're gonna get started. This is the yarn I used, the Parfait Chunky. It's a super bulky 6 yarn. I did the main color in toffee, and then the antlers and the feet in teddy bear, and then the little nose piece in poppy. So you can use anything. If you don't have red in Chanel, just go ahead and grab some worsted. That'll work too. Okay guys, we're going to grab our hook, our yarn, and our stitch marker. I have an H hook here. We're going to make a slip knot and chain 7. Once we have 7 chains, we are going to single crochet in that second chain from the hook, and then we're going to single crochet down the row. So we're going to go underneath that top loop and make a single crochet, and then we're going to single crochet in the next 5 stitches. Here's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Now we're going to work down the other side of the chain, so we're just going to flip it up this way. And then I'm going to show you, we're going to be working into these chain spaces here. So we're going to work down the next 6. So here's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then the last one is like in this little corner piece here. So place your hook in that first chain space, and then we'll single crochet. And then we'll single crochet in the next one. This is 2. Here's the third. Sometimes you can feel around for it if you can't see it. Here's the 4th. And the 5th. And then our last one goes into this little corner. We're going to be working in continuous rounds, so grab a stitch marker. I like to place it on my last stitch. Feel free to place it on your first. We are going to have 12 stitches at the end of round 1. For round 2, we're going to make a single crochet increase in that first stitch and a single crochet in the next. We're going to be repeating this sequence for a total of 6 times. We are going to start with a single crochet increase in that first stitch. That's 2 single crochet in the same stitch. Move over for a single crochet. Then we're going to repeat our sequence of a single crochet increase. Move over for a single crochet. Move over for an increase. That's 2 single crochet. I will say increase, that just means a single crochet increase. Move over for a single crochet. Then we have an increase. A single crochet, increase, a single crochet, and then we'll end with our last increase and move over for your single crochet. So I'm going to finish in the stitch with the stitch marker because I placed mine on the last stitch of the round. Go ahead and change your stitch marker. At the end of round 2, we're going to have 18 stitches. For round 3, we're going to make an increase in that first stitch, and we're going to single crochet in each of the next 2, and then we'll repeat that sequence. So I have a single crochet increase, single crochet in the next 2, so I have single crochet 1, move over, single crochet 2. We're going to make another increase, single crochet in each of the next 2. Here is an increase, single crochet in each of the next 2, increase, single crochet in the next 2. Here's an increase, single crochet in each of the next 2. Feel free to mute me without my chatting. And this is our last increase, single crochet in the last 2 stitches. At the end of round 3, we are going to have 24 stitches. Go ahead and change your stitch marker. For round 4, we're going to be making the ears. So go ahead and grab about 6 stitch markers. If you don't have stitch markers, you can grab some bobby pins or just something to mark your stitch. We're going to mark the back loops only of stitch 3 and stitch 11. For this round, we're going to be making the ears, and all of this will make sense as we continue on. Find stitch 11. From here, we are going to single crochet in each of the first 2. So we have single crochet 1, move over, single crochet 2. Now in this front loop only stitch right here, we are going to make a single crochet, a half double crochet, a double crochet. Then we're going to chain 2, make a half double crochet and a single crochet all in the same stitch. And we're going to do some stitch marking. So I will take this slow, we'll do it together, and do not worry. In that first front loop only, we are going to make a single crochet. Go ahead and grab a stitch marker and mark that single crochet. And this will all make sense in the next round. We're going to make a half double crochet, all in that same front loop only. Now we're going to do a double crochet, all in the same front loop. If you need videos for any of these stitches, I have them all linked below. From here, we're going to chain 2. So we have 1 and 2. Then we're going to yarn over because we want to do one more half double crochet to the same front loop. It's getting a little tight here. And then we're going to end with a single crochet under that same front loop. We're going to pause here and grab a stitch marker and put it on that last single crochet. From here, we're going to single crochet in the next 7 stitches. Don't miss that one that's kind of getting a little hidden back there. This is 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Now we're going to do that same thing that we did in the last front loop. So we're going to start with a single crochet, grab a stitch marker and mark it. Then we're going to do a half double crochet under that same front loop. Then make a double crochet. We're going to stop here and chain 2. Make a half double crochet into that same front loop. The half double feels a little bit awkward because you have to pull it through. And then end with a single crochet under that same front loop. Grab a stitch marker and mark that stitch. From here, we're just going to single crochet in the next 13. Don't forget that little stitch. It's kind of hidden. And you can single crochet in the next 13 stitches. Okay, we reached the end of round 4. We have 24 stitches. You can change your stitch marker. This is what we're looking like. You can kind of see the ears forming here. For round 5, we're going to make an increase in this first stitch, and then we're going to single crochet in each of the next 3. We're going to ignore all of the stitches, including the ones in blue, and we are going to single crochet into that pink stitch. So we're ignoring all of the ear stitches. So we're just going to talk through this so we don't miss a step. Here is our increase, our single crochet increase. We're going to single crochet into the next stitch. Then we have all of our stitch markers, so we are going to ignore that and we're going to go into that back loop only, that pink one that we marked. So that's 2, single crochet 2. Now we're going to reach our hook all the way over to the stitch that's next to your marked stitch. So get your hook, it's a little awkward at first, underneath there, and then make our 3rd single crochet. We're going to make an increase in the next stitch. Now we're going to single crochet in each of the next 3. Here's 1, 2, and 3. Here is our increase. Single crochet in that next stitch. And then we're going to go into our back loop only, the marked stitch. This is single crochet 2. You can take that out. Then we're going to reach all the way over into the stitch next to the marked stitch. So this is single crochet 3. Now we're going to increase in the next stitch, single crochet in each of the next 3. We're going to make another increase, single crochet in each of the next 3 stitches, and then end with an increase, and then single crochet in the last 3. Okay, from here we're going to have 30 stitches. We can change our stitch marker, and now we have our ears. So we can take out all those extra stitch markers. See, that wasn't too bad, right? And if you mark your stitches, then there's no guessing. I hate guessing in crochet, so especially with this yarn. Let's secure our working yarn because we're going to pause here and do the antlers. For the antlers, we are going to grab our dark brown and we are going to pick a stitch between round 2 and 3. I'm going to pick a stitch in between round 2 and 3 above my ears. Okay, I'm going to grab my hook. I'm going to place it under that stitch. I'm going to grab my dark brown yarn and I'm going to attach that onto my hook. Go ahead and leave a bit of a tail because we do want to make a knot on the inside of the head when we're done. So I'm going to pull that through. I'm going to hold on to my tail. And now we are going to chain 5. We're going to make a slip stitch in that 3rd chain from the hook. So I have 1. This is a bit awkward here. Let me see if I can just show you. So I have 1, 2, 3. I'm going to slip stitch here and I'm going to make a slip stitch here. Then we're going to chain 4. So we're going to chain 4. We are going to make a few slip stitches and then we're going to end our slip stitch in this stitch here, just to show you. So find your 3rd chain from the hook, make a slip stitch. Move over, make another slip stitch in the top of that chain. From here, we're going to chain 4. Find your 3rd chain from the hook, make a slip stitch. Then we're going to move over into the next stitch, make a slip stitch. Then we're going to go back down to that original 1st chain and make a slip stitch. From here, you're going to leave a tail. And we're going to fasten off by yarning over and pulling through. Go ahead and grab your yarn needle or one of these handy dandy needles. You've heard me talk about them a million times, but they are so good. I'm going to link those down below. Okay, now we're going to go ahead and pull our antlers over. So you can always kind of see where you like it, like on the head, but I tend to go over a stitch or 2 and then pull that through. And that way the antlers kind of sit right behind the ear. Go ahead and weave in your other piece. And then we're going to make a double knot on the inside just to secure our antlers. We're going to repeat that on the other side. We're just going to talk through it one more time. On this side of the ear, I tend to scooch over because we're going to attach it towards the middle of the head, and I don't want to be too far over because then they won't look even or right behind the ears. So make sure you move over a little bit more towards the outside of the head. Go ahead and attach your yarn, pull that through. We're going to chain 5 here. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. We're going to slip stitch in that third chain from the hook. Slip stitch in the next stitch. Chain 4. Slip stitch in that third chain from the hook. Slip stitch in the top of the next chain. And then we're going to go to that original first chain and slip stitch. Leave a tail. Then fasten off. Yarn over, pull through. And then let's just see which stitch we want to place that one in. It's a little wobbly, so it can be a little crazy here. So I am going to scooch over and put it into this stitch right here. And then that should look pretty even. If for some reason it looks totally off, just unravel it. It's not a big deal. And just move one stitch over. So that looks pretty good to me. I'm going to make a knot on the inside and then we'll move on. This is how we're looking so far. Oh, it's already looking kind of cute. We're going to take out that extra stitch marker and then we're going to move on to round 6. For round 6, there is a different stitch called an extra small bobble. And that is just basically 2 double crochet that we don't finish, and we will just talk through it. We're going to start out by single crocheting in each of the next 8 stitches. Here's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Now in the next 2 stitches, we're going to do this extra small bobble. What we're going to do is yarn over, go through your stitch, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2 loops on the hook. We're going to yarn over again, go through that same stitch, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2 loops on the hook, and now you'll have 3 loops on the hook you can yarn over and pull through. We're going to go do the same thing in the next stitch. Yarn over, place your hook under both loops, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2 loops on the hook, yarn over, go through the stitch again, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2 loops on the hook. You'll be left with 3, yarn over and pull through. Now we're going to single crochet in the next 20 stitches, so go ahead and do that and I'll let you count on your own. At the end of round 6, we'll have 30 stitches, and this is just our tiny little snout here. Okay, from round 7 through 9, we're just going to single crochet in the next 30 stitches. I'm going to let you do that on your own. I just want to show you here how I like to mark my stitches to keep track. So I'm going to grab a stitch marker. After I've done a few stitches, I'm just going to mark that horizontally, and it's just helpful for counting. So go ahead and do round 7, 8, and 9, and then we'll meet back at the end of round 9. Okay, we're at the end of round 9, and we still have 30 stitches. Change your stitch marker. You can go ahead and put a stitch marker on your working yarn because we are going to place our eyes and our little nose. So to put the little nose, you can grab a long piece of red, and I'm just going to go into these extra small bobbles. I'm just going to go over 2. I'm going to leave a tail on the inside because we'll just make a little knot. I'm going to weave my yarn into the other side. We're just going to leave that and make a knot on the inside of the head. For the safety eyes, we're going to go between round 6 and 7, and if you marked round 7, you'll find that pretty easily. I like to leave a stitch open next to those extra small bobbles, so I'm going to place my 14mm safety eye in that spot. And then I'm going to find the other side. I'm going to leave this stitch open and just go in here. And feel free to put the eyes wherever you'd like. You know, it really makes a big difference where you place the eyes. So if you want them a different look, go ahead and do that. Go ahead and secure the safety eyes. I like to just do one little click on the back of my safety eye, and then we can move on with crochet. Okay, round 10 is probably just another little tricky one. We're going to do small bobbles, and we're also going to be doing color changes. If you don't want to do the color change, feel free to use the same color. Don't stress out about it, but we will talk through this so you can do it if you'd like. We're going to start out by single crocheting in the first 3 stitches. Here is 1, 2, and on our 3rd single crochet, we're going to pause when we have 2 loops on the hook. We're going to grab our dark yarn. I am just making a little knot around my work. You can just leave a tail. If you do choose to make a knot, you can just make a light knot so that you can move it all the way down. This just makes it a little bit easier to hold, but you can do it however you'd like. So now we're going to finish off our single crochet by yarning over, pulling through. Our single crochet is light, and now we're ready to go with the dark. In the next stitch, we're going to do a bobble in the front loop only, and the regular bobble is just basically 5 double crochet that we don't finish. Yarn over, go under that front loop only, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2 loops on the hook, yarn over again. This is our 2nd time. Go under the front loop only, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2 loops on the hook. Yarn over, this is our 3rd time, go under the same front loop, yarn over, pull through 2. This is our 4th time, yarn over, go under that same front loop, yarn over, pull through 2. Our last time, this is our 5th time, yarn over. This gets tough, get under that front loop only, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2. Now we're going to have 6 loops on the hook. We need to pause here because we need to grab our other yarn, and then we're going to pull through all 6 loops. So we finished our bobble, but we have our new color. We're going to single crochet in the next 3 stitches. Here's 1, 2, 3. On that 3rd single crochet, we need to change colors. Here's 1, 2, pull through and then pause. Pick up your dark brown and pull that through. Now we're going to make a small bobble. So a small bobble is going under the front loop 3 times. We're going to yarn over, go under that front loop only, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, go under our 2nd time, yarn over, pull through 2, and then yarn over, go underneath that front loop. This is our 3rd time, yarn over, pull through 2. We're going to have 4 loops on the hook. We're going to pause here, grab our light yarn, and then pull that through. We're going to single crochet in each of the next 3 stitches. So we have 3. We're going to change color on that last single crochet. So here we're going to pause, pick up the dark, yarn over, pull through, and now we're going to do a small bobble again under that front loop. Yarn over, go under the front loop, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2. Yarn over, this is our second time under the front loop. Yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, this is our third time. Yarn over, pull through 2, pause here, grab your light, you have 4 loops on the hook, and pull that through all 4 loops. We're going to single crochet in the next 3. Here's 1, 2, and on the third one, we're going to pause, pull our dark yarn through, and now we're going to do a front loop bobble, so that's 5 under the front loop. Here is 1, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, this is 2, go through 2 loops on the hook, yarn over, this is 3, go through 2, yarn over, this is 4, go through 2, yarn over, this is 5, I know that 5th one gets hard, go through 2. When you have 6 loops on the hook, grab your light yarn and pull that through all 6 loops. It's getting tangled at this point, but we're almost done with the color change. Okay, now we're going to single crochet in each of the next 8 stitches. Don't miss that little stitch there next to your bobble. And here's 8. You have an option to stay the same color, or you can do a color change, because either way, it doesn't matter if the tail is light or dark. I'm going to do the color change just to show you. This one does pull, so if you want, just make sure that you give yourself slack. So I'm just going to kind of hold it there so it doesn't pull too much. We're going to make a bobble in the front loop only. That's 5. We yarn over, go under the front loop once. Yarn over, pull through 2. Yarn over, this is our second time. Yarn over, this is our third time. Yarn over, pull through 2. Yarn over, this is our 4th time. Yarn over, pull through 2. Yarn over, this is our 5th time, and then we'll pull through 2. When you have 6 loops on the hook, switch to your light color and pull through. We're going to single crochet in the last 5 stitches. Now that I'm thinking about it, the tail probably should have been the color of the reindeer. But that's okay. All right, you can cut off the dark color because you're probably pretty tangled like I am. So untangle yourself and then you can pop out all of your bobbles. All right, we are 4 rounds to go. We're going to do a decrease. I like to do an invisible decrease, and then we're going to single crochet in the next 3. If you don't know how to do an increase, I have a video you can watch or just follow me here. I'm going to place my hook under the front loop of the first stitch, directly under the front loop of the second. Yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through, and that's our decrease. We're going to single crochet in each of the next 3. Here's 1, 2, and 3. We have another decrease. Now we're going to single crochet in the next 3. Here's another decrease. Single crochet in the next 3. Here we have a decrease. Single crochet in each of the next 3. We have a decrease. Single crochet in the next 3. We have a decrease. single crochet in the last 3. At the end of round 11, we have 24 stitches. We're going to change our stitch marker. For round 12, we're going to make another decrease, single crochet in the next 2. Here's our first decrease, and then we'll single crochet in the next 2. Here's a decrease, single crochet in the next 2, and then I'm going to let you count till the end, a decrease, single crochet in the next 2. At the end of round 12, we have 18 stitches. Change your stitch marker. We're going to stuff here, so I'm just going to put a stitch marker on this working yarn. And then we can grab a bit of stuffing. We want our bottom to lay flat, so I like to add it to the top and really get it in the top there. But we don't want to add too much so that the bottom bows out. We want it to stay flat. Okay, we're going to move on to round 13. For round 13, we're going to make 1 decrease and then 1 single crochet. And you're just going to repeat the decrease and the single crochet all the way to the end. So I'm going to let you do that. Okay, 1 round to go. I'm going to add a little bit more stuffing. I'm just going to leave my hook in there and hope for the best, but if you want to grab a stitch marker, feel free. You don't want to lose your yarn because that would stink. Okay, so add some stuffing, smush it around, see how you like it, and then when you're ready, we'll continue with our last round. Okay, if you didn't already, change your stitch marker. We have 12 stitches. We're going to make round 14. We're going to do a decrease all the way around for 6 times. Here's our first decrease, our second, here's our third, our fourth, fifth, and our sixth. From here, we're going to leave a tail. So go ahead and cut that off. We're going to yarn over and pull through to fasten off. And then we're going to grab our yarn needle because we need to close up this body. I'm going to take out the stitch marker and grab my yarn needle. I'm going to count to find my 6 stitches, so I know this is my fastened off. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 6, kind of hidden down there. Pull your yarn needle under that front loop only and pull through. Go over to the next one. This is 2, pull through. Go under the third front loop. Then we have 4. 5, and here's 6. Now be careful when you close this up. You want to kind of keep your eye on the hole because you want to place your needle back through there. But you want to pull lightly on this yarn because it can snap. So just pull, do the best you can, and then put your yarn needle back through where that hole was and just weave that through. When you pull your yarn needle through, don't pull too hard, but give it a tug. And then you can just continue to weave your yarn through the piece. Take out any extra stitch markers. You can cut off that yarn. And then you can grab a yarn needle and just pop out your bobbles a little bit more. And then you're done. Yay, yay, yay. Please let me know who you're making this for. You know I always want to know. Or if you're keeping one for yourself. I hope you guys have a great holiday season, and I hope the crocheting is plentiful. I know there's so many great patterns out there, but please check out my ornament patterns for the holidays. I have a ton because I just did a Christmas in July series, so you have many to choose from, and they are pretty quick. So I hope you guys have a great one, and I'll see you in the next video. And don't forget to head over to yarnsociety.com for free crochet patterns.